Oh, god damn it. Hey guys, it's me. It's like day 98. Episode Talking Time with Caffeine. Starting a little early. I quit Skype for a second because Stick was starting to annoy me a bit. I don't know if I did do this even right now. Wanted to do a. Wait till next week. God damn it, Mario! Why did you be a stupid thing today? I want. God damn it. Talk about now. Yeah. We want to talk about live streaming. Twitch versus YouTube. But my producer is gone with he my God, can't, damn it. My producer isn't here because he's gonna play. My other guest is busy playing a game right now. I'm not freaking paying attention. I should cancel this or what? I'd say get one guest on at least. Try this again. All right.
Hauser said he was playing Fortnite, so he'll be back later.
Yeah, I heard you the first time.
Baby's kisses.
Okay. I was hoping Hauser would be here, but I guess we can for this. But I guess we can change topics. I guess we can start with your damn Daily Onion.
Huh? It's time for my damn Daily Onion?
Sure, when.
Did we start the episode?
Yes, like 5 minutes ago.
What? Okay, time for Schnick's Daily Onion segment. I'm
have
gonna
onions
talk
in the
about
food
how
I'm eating.
middle school / elementary school Schnick was an egotistical, idiotic prick at theme parks. First of all, I'm gonna start with should I start with the most ridiculous story or end with the most ridiculous story?
End.
Alright.
I got Mountain Dew.
There you go. You got your caffeine equipped.
I got vanilla Coke.
Let's see. So
Oh my god.
essentially, so the first story I can bring up. Well, typically, whenever I was at a theme park, I was generally impatient, as many kids are. And I'll never want to wait in line. Anytime I saw a short line for a ride, I would demand my mom, dad, family to follow me, and they would walk very slowly, like in no rush whatsoever, and I would demand them to run to get in line. They would always yell at me when I demanded it, because I was super impatient. I didn't want to wait in lines.
How old were you?
This behavior went from like I was around the time I was 4 or 5 years old until I want to say it kind of began to end, ironically, near middle school. So most of my shitty theme park behavior ended after elementary school. The Dorney Park story was like the ultimate fuck me, but I already told that story in the theme parks episode of season 5.
Okay.
Go see it there. What? Did you hear it?
Hear what?
I wanted to hear the Dorney Park story.
Are you gonna finish your current story, or that was your current story?
I mean, well, today's Daily Onion is focused on shitty theme park experiences where elementary school schnick was a prick.
If it counts anything, Schnick, I have onions in my food.
Oh my god. Every last layer, you must eat it.
No.
Alright, so, like I said, Dorney Park story, go see theme parks episode of season 5.
Alright.
So there are 3 stories I recall in particular. If I remember any more, there's always the next Daily Onion, but there's 3 in particular I remember where I was just an asshole. Number 1 was my very first trip to Universal.
Orlando? I went there. That place was amazing.
I want to go back there, and the thing is, my mom's telling me, oh, I might have to go down to Florida at the beginning of June. Beginning, not the end, so that's not going to affect your trip.
Okay, good.
Yeah. But the thing is, I might not even go. So...
Why not?
Because... I don't know. My mom's going down there basically so that she can give away a lot of my grand's old things.
Really?
Yeah, and she said, oh, we might stop in Orlando. We'll do Disney a couple of days. Maybe Universal. The key emphasis on maybe.
But I want to ride the Shrek ride.
Huh?
I want to ride the Shrek ride.
Truth is, if my sister does go to Universal, if possible, I want her to bring me back a Shrek t-shirt.
Shrek t-shirt.
Or a Shrek collectible.
I wish I had a Shrek t-shirt.
I mean, you can buy them on Amazon, but I don't know if they're official.
They probably are official if the people that bought them from Universal sold them on Amazon.
I'll make my own shirt where there's a picture of me smashing the Shrek disc with Shrek standing behind me smiling happily.
I'm pretty sure, like, there's places in Wildwood, New Jersey where you can print your own shirts, so all you'd have to do is Photoshop it. But, anyway, so it was my first trip to Universal. Well, what I was gonna say was, I feel like if I was gonna go to Universal, I'd have to go when it was basically just me, my sister, and maybe my cousin. But because my mom self-admitted she did not want to go there because she kind of has a background problem and she did not want to go on any of the rides.
We went on pretty much every ride, including the Shrek ride.
I've not been to Universal yet. I've only been. I might go there next Florida trip if I ever go again. I've only been to Disney World.
It was pretty awesome.
The last time I went to Universal was in spring break 2013. In fact, I actually have a video on my channel called Schnick Goes on Vacation that actually does document my Universal trip.
Yeah.
So, it's an hour-long video, so be aware you have to search for the Universal. So...
There is totally Shrek t-shirts on there.
There is where?
On Amazon, I'm looking at them. One is literally Shrek's tunic.
I saw those ones on Amazon. Are those weird white stripes in the sleeves just part of like the design? Or are they like part of like the preview?
I think it's like part of it.
Because if those white things are on there, actually on the shirts, I would not want them.
I think that's part of the shirt.
It might
And
just
then there's one that says Shrek happens.
well.
Oh no, there's a second listing that doesn't have those weird white things on it.
So it must be like a freaking size listing. So.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, my first trip to Universal, I believe Nickelodeon Studios was still standing. Unfortunately, I was such a prick at the park. I don't even think I paid attention.
Like still still standing, like an active standing, or still standing like it was. Oh. Oh.
So I think I went either 2003 or 2004 because the Hulk ride was up.
I didn't get to go on the Hulk ride. It was down for maintenance when I was there.
It's funny because, well, the Hulk ride I already noted in the theme parks podcast. The pure irony is that the Hulk coaster was the first ride I ever went on Universal. I haven't gone on it since.
Yeah.
It's too intense for me, so I would always sit out when everyone else wanted to go on it. The closest I came was when my dad and my sister put me in line, and I was literally getting Final Destination 3 vibes as we were getting closer. Then it looked like it malfunctioned, so we stepped out of line, only to find that the coaster was still functioning.
Wow. So you still scared of?
They got back in line,
Are you still scared of it? Or
Do you hate roller coasters?
I hated ones that would go upside down, but if I do make it back to Universal, I will try the Hulk again.
so you scared? So you?
The ones that go upside down are the best ones.
So are you scared of them? Scared that coaster or not?
Not anymore. Like I said, next time I go to Universal, I'm probably gonna go on.
So
My brother, he's deathly afraid of ones that go upside down, and I'm just like, how? Those are the funnest ones. You get the butterfly feeling.
so do you like?
This, Brandon, when you come to see me, if you end up,
What are you afraid of, Justin? Dude, last time I took you to freaking Elitch's, you cried like a little baby not wanting to go on any of the roller coasters that go upside down. I was 10. You weren't 10. That was last year, dude. Hunter was freaking with us. Yeah, he was.
I was 8 when I first got when I was down the first time. I was 8 years old.
well, what I was gonna tell Brandon is that when he comes to see me, my mom proposed Six Flags as a potential thing we can do.
Nice.
Price is one factor, but I know I can pay for a ticket personally, so.
Pay for 2 tickets then.
Huh?
Pay for 2 tickets then.
Maybe.
One for yourself, one for him.
Yeah.
What?
This has been Justin and Hunter being behind me in the podcast.
Cool.
Alright.
Yeah, apparently Sticks invited you to Six Flags.
Brandon. So, when you come to visit me, Six Flags we could go to. I mean, paying for a ticket's one thing, but I don't know. Maybe buy a soda, maybe get a discount. Because apparently Coke keeps giving away coupons with soda cans.
Oh.
Yeah, they used to do that for Waterworld over here with Pepsi.
Oh.
Or no, it was Mountain Dew.
By the way, this podcast is brought to you today by Adver and Pro Air because it's keeping me alive because of my asthma.
But yeah, Brandon. So
You have
if we did go to Six Flags, the Batman coaster in Six Flags, New Jersey, it goes upside down. I went on that, and that basically made me conquer my fear of upside down coasters.
That's good, because if we did go, I would end up making you go on one of them with me. Because I love the ones that go upside down.
Yeah, so they have Batman at Six Flags New Jersey, but then they also have Bizarro in Six Flags New England.
So what you like better, metal or wooden?
I personally.
Yeah, me either. The only thing I hate about in my Six Flags is their wooden roller coaster is kind of slowly becoming into a state of disrepair because the coasters they have on the track. So say you'd be sitting here, right? There's a giant wall like to the right of you. The thing has gotten so bumpy, you'll be sitting there and it'll be like, and when it turns at the worst time, it can go smack your fucking head into the side of it.
Yeah, wooden coasters are
Listen to my dad.
wooden coasters are very bumpy.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's the thing of what makes them that way, or just because they're old.
plus most of the wood on it, if they don't start repairs, like some of it's rotting.
Well,
But hey, Snick, are you afraid of the Tower of Doom, or do they even have that there?
Tower of Doom.
Yeah.
I do not recall. It's been quite a while since I've been to Six Flags, New Jersey.
Hey Sparrow, can you hear Snick now?
If there was a Tower of Doom, Snick, I'm pretty sure it's like a ride that launches you straight up into the air and then brings you back down. It gives you like the ultimate butterfly feeling.
Wow.
See, I want to do that, and the only ride I haven't done in my Six Flags here is, since you have to pay for it, is this like big old slingshot where you're in a little ball and two giant strings just shoot you straight up into the air. It's like,
I could have sworn I saw something like that at either New England or New Jersey, because that's another factor. You'd have to decide which one. I think New Jersey is the more famous one, and it's probably the bigger one too, but New England is closer.
yeah.
So, in fact, my sister's school is not far from where New England is.
So either New England Six Flags, New Jersey Six Flags.
Yeah.
So you want to go to Jersey or England? Brandon.
I think I'm feeling more the Jersey one, just because it's been longer since I've been there.
Go on the turnpike.
But anyways, we got really sidetracked. This was supposed to be how I was a freaking idiot at these points.
And it turned into more of us planning our vacation in June.
Yeah. Well, anyways, so Universal, my first trip. Throughout the spring break, my mom and dad were constantly did not want me inside. I had that plug-and-play SpongeBob thing. I just wanted to play that. And my mom and dad were forcing me to be outside at the pool. Thing is, at the time, I was deathly afraid of thunderstorms. So anytime there was so much as dark clouds in the air, I would be freaking afraid. I'd want to go inside right now, immediately.
Yeah.
And everyone would just angrily tell me, "We're staying here all day."
What you did? You said you did or your dad did?
Well, my uncle did,
Oh.
Uncle Wally did, my dad did, my ma did, my gram. In fact, the one time my gram caved in and let me go back to the room, I wasn't allowed to play the SpongeBob thing.
Is it the SpongeBob that had the giant dick nose?
Yup.
I have one of those. You remember Spider Dick, how I destroyed that one?
Spider Dick, the freaking.
I found more pieces of it in my room when I was forced to, like, thoroughly clean it.
Oh my.
Well, I'm gonna go get the Switch now, so I'll be right back.
Alright. So. Oh my god, now I have to put this on hold because I want Brandon to hear the retarded story. I know, it's freaking ridiculous, but... Really, did you get any games lately?
No, I haven't got any games since I got Odyssey.
Since you got Odyssey.
I barely played that game yet.
I finally got Monkey Ball Deluxe in a Xbox double pack with Sonic Mega Collection Plus.
I'm thinking about streaming tomorrow, maybe streaming before I go to work, streaming Breath of the Wild.
Stream Breath of the Wild.
What's your man?
I mean, I already talked about this in my Metroid stream, but I'm going to elaborate further on this later. But honestly, if I see people giving mixed reactions, more mixed reactions, I'm probably going to defy the critics and go see the Death Wish remake tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll finish that for the next topic. But yeah.
Yeah, I will finish that in the next I did, and like I mentioned on the Metroid stream, I got a whole bunch of Sonic games because I don't know. I just feel the need that I gotta stream those because they're gonna be a part of the Schnick story.
You feel the need
leading up to this shitty RPG, actually.
You feel the need for speed.
I'm giddy to play this thing.
You feel the need for speed.
Well, Vandalia, there's a reason why I bought all those games. You know what that reason is?
Why?
Because I want to learn how the characters actually talk and behave so that I can make the shitty RPG better. Especially in the sequel when they're supposed to be themselves.
Ooh, a sequel. This shit continues.
You know what? That will be a sub... Originally, the subtitle was Shitty RPG, the sequel. Now it's going to be Shitty RPG 2, the shit continues. But anyways, Brandon. So you got the idea that I was spoiled, rotten, never wanted to be outside.
Yeah.
So we go to Universal. Literally, I made a freaking challenge to my dad. It was literally a ripoff of SpongeBob BC.
What? Oh my gosh.
So you know how Patchy the Pirate's like fighting with Potty the Parrot, trying to prove that either prehistoric times or the future are cooler?
Yeah.
Literally, I did a ripoff of that. Oh
God.
I was forcing upon my dad against his will. I'm gonna count how many reasons why indoors is better than outside.
Oh no.
And needless to say, I biasly put towards indoors. Though a few good rides made me choose outside. Hulk was not one of them. Hulk I put indoors. So yeah, that was bullshit. I know there was one story, but I forgot about. Oh, I know what it is. The Typhoon Lagoon story. Okay.
Typhoon Lagoon.
So I was at Typhoon Lagoon, the Disney water park. I wanted to go on the Family Rapids, where like a whole bunch of us would go inside a single tube and we would ride down a slide.
I love those tube rides.
So I saw a bunch of people running with tubes up a hill, like near the top of like where the mountain area is in Typhoon Lagoon. So I right after getting off the Humunga Cowabunga, I ran up the path past the Humunga Cowabunga, thinking that's where you needed to go to the tubes. My mom and dad were yelling for me to wait, wait for them as normal. I just ignored them.
Of course you did.
This was the first time I ignored them. So I ran all the way ahead, and I got up to a bridge. I was hanging above.
Oh, excuse me.
I got to a bridge that was hanging above the lazy river, and I saw a staircase that I thought led to the tube slide. But I decided, you know what, maybe I should wait for them. I'm not sure if this is where I need to go. My mom and dad did not show up. I was just standing there by myself.
How long do you wait?
Turns out I ran so far ahead, they lost track of me.
Good God, Schnick.
I started trying to walk back to where the Humunga Cowabunga was, but there was one obstacle in the way. A bee.
A bee? Those damn pesky bees.
I hate bees.
The pesky bees.
I think I'm allergic to bees.
I've always been afraid of bees. I don't know if I'm allergic to them, but...
I don't think I'm deathly allergic to them, but...
But I swell up. I don't know if I'm deathly allergic either, but I swell up big.
Yes, but I do not recall ever being stung, and honestly, I never wanted to find out. So when I was trying to walk back across the bridge to go to where the Humunga Cowabunga was, this one bee showed up. And literally, it was like trying to guard the path. Like, anytime I tried to walk around, it would immediately fly to where I was.
Wow.
So finally, I said, fuck it. And I turned around, just kept walking.
You get in trouble?
Eventually, I got into like a big misadventure trying to find the tube slide on my own. Eventually, I made it to the kiddie area where I went on the little kids' rides for no reason. Actually, I shouldn't say no reason. Only because I recognized the kiddie area from a videotape, from a home video.
So your parents, were you in trouble? Your parents caught up with you?
They never
Well,
caught up.
obviously.
They never caught up with me. I eventually found my way back to the wave pool beach where we were set up.
Are you kidding me, Snick?
I eventually found my way back.
But were you in trouble? So you were in trouble at all?
Oh, I was big time. Big time. My Gram's like, where the hell were you? Well, I don't think she worded it like that. And she told me to sit down. I couldn't go anywhere until my ma got back. Because I'm assuming my ma was off to going to the park staff trying to report me missing. And she comes back, she sits down, she is freaking crying big time. That was the first time I ever saw her cry.
Your mom?
Yup. She looks at me, that crying face of despair turned into one of freaking angry grandpa proportions. And she's like, get over here!
Bet you're grounded for a few more years.
What happened?
So I bet you're grounded for a few more years.
I wish I was. Oh, god damn.
So what was your punishment? Your snickament?
My schnickament?
Yeah.
I don't think I got grounded, but still, I got probably one of the biggest lectures ever.
Lectures.
The really unfortunate thing was about how self-centered my ego was back then. I never once felt concerned about the fact I couldn't find my mom and dad.
Like I would have been back then. I would have been scared. I would have been scared. I was.
My sister. What's funny is that a week before, when my sister was getting on the plane with my gram to fly down, she did the exact same thing. She ran ahead into the airport when my gram was still trying to grab her luggage, and she got lost too. Funny thing is, when it happened to her, it was all tears of joy, of joyful reunion. But then again, my sister was scared back then, and she,
You weren't scared, but she was.
Yeah, she was found by like these young women that handed over to security, and eventually they reunited her with my gram.
How old was she at the time?
She's 2 years younger than me. I think this incident happened when I was 7, so she was 5.
About kindergarten age.
So, yeah. Me at 7 years old. I mean, in the back of my head, I was like, yeah, I'm going to have to find mom and dad at one point, but not once did I feel lost without them. And I'm kind of freaked out about that fact, that I was that much of a prick.
Wow.
I remember when I got... I always got lost at Kmart.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
At my Kmart. You guys know what Kmart? You ever heard of Kmart?
Yeah, I've been inside a Kmart before.
Yeah, but I always knew. Like I said, I always knew to go to the front desk of Kmart and call, hey, pay it to my mom. It happened a few times actually.
Wow.
I was like,
well,
like Okay, I'm lost. Go to the front. Call mom.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we get to the most ridiculous story that was pretty much shitty RPG scenario level.
Wow.
It was the first time I went to Six Flags, New Jersey.
Well, you guys are going in a few months.
Hopefully. I was thinking about how I wanted to end off this story, but I forgot what I was going to say. Alright, I'm going to have to make up a generic ending, but... So, we go to Six Flags.
At the end.
So, we go to Six Flags for the first time, and right the hell out of nowhere, just because I felt like I want... Oh, no. I think it's because Six Flags New Jersey is called Six Flags Great Adventure. So in elementary school, Schnick's mind, he wanted to have a real great adventure, like he was playing a game.
A video game. Damn video games.
Yeah, damn video
Smash video
games.
games.
Got smash video games. So, I made it to where I was forcing my dad. We have to go on 10 rides because each ride contains a key we need to unlock the gate out of the park.
What?
You get it?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
And I tell you, I was so devout into it.
Really?
So there was this one play place for kids. I think it was called the Looney Tunes Fun Factory or something like that, where basically kids were beating the shit out of each other with like these turrets that were able to shot foam balls.
Foam balls.
And I was having a shitload of fun in there, and eventually my dad called me out saying, "Oh, it's time to go. We're gonna go on another ride." And my dad coerced me along. He's like, "Come on, we gotta get the rest of your keys." He should not have encouraged me.
Did you say keys?
So we were collecting more of the keys, so to speak, and my dad and my mom were getting so fed up with me bringing it up. We passed by the stupid Fun Factory again, and I'm like, "Oh, we have to go back in there. We have to go back in there. I missed a key."
How's yours on? Almost done.
And my dad was like, "Nicholas, stop with the keys." And I would not let it go. Not at all.
You ready for the next?
Well, to bring an end to this story, even after we left the park, I would not let it go. So, one time my dad was bringing me home from an after-school activity one Tuesday night. I was like, "Oh, I can't wait to go back to Six Flags again, and we can go. I need to get the keys again." And my dad's like, "No." And I'm like, "Oh, but when are we gonna go to Hurricane Harbor? There, we're not gonna get keys. We're gonna get water tokens. 10 water tokens to get out of the park." My dad. He basically said something to the effect, "Nicholas, I don't want to hear any more of this shit." Well, he probably didn't hear say shit, but... Nicholas, I don't want to hear any more of this. No more keys, no more nothing. Maybe we don't have to get 10 water tokens, we can get 5 water tokens. "I don't want any at all. It was never fun. It was never funny at all. It was not good. We just need to go to a park and have fun."
And it wasn't
He probably wasn't screaming at me the way I described, but he did give me a big lecture that was saying, no, cut the crap, stop saying we need keys, water tokens, bag of bullshit, Shrek discs, nothing.
But you started it, Dad.
No, I started, and he made the bad decision of encouraging me.
How the hell do I sign into my account?
Oh my god, MarioTube needs to rewatch this podcast. I need to hear his reaction to this shit. But anyways, Daily Onion closed.
Okay.
Moral of the story, don't be a prick at water parks.
Let's see
Wah, wah.
Alright. Let's see I get Matt Alger back on here. Hopefully.
I don't want to play with detached Joy-Con controllers. No, I guess I have to.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Press L and R on the controller. Yeah, this is LOA. So I think I'm on my account now? I guess not. Never mind. Oh, okay, yeah, I am online. This is fucking confusing.
Oh, talk about it later. Oh. Then I guess you get...
Oh, Sparrow was saying how... Oh my god! He was saying, did my mom fire a spear out of her hand and yank me over?
Oh. I'll just tell them.
And then he also notes that he doesn't like bees or anything that stings. And then he also gave an alternate title for the shitty RPG. Shitty RPG 2, Out of the Outhouse.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm playing Mario Odyssey now, Schnick.
We're in the middle of playing some games right now. I only have a couple minutes. We're waiting on this guy to come back.
Oh, wait, what time do you think you'll be free to talk about live streaming?
I don't know, man. When we're done,
Damn
a little bit. I don't know, 30 minutes or so.
Okay.
Hey, Schnick,
I guess I'll delay the topic to 11 or 11:30 then.
how do you turn up the brightness on a Switch?
I don't know. I know there's a volume button in the options.
Alright, so... Okay, then. So, that topic's off for the table for a second. So, I guess we can talk about the Bioware thing.
Anita, Bioware, yeah. How Anita basically brought her Nen-hating behavior there. And how the Nen looked noticeably uncomfortable to have her there.
So, it's all about it.
Huh?
So, talk about it.
Well, a lot of people were boycotting Bioware because they let Anita there in the first place.
Oh.
But yeah, like, it is kind of curious how Anita hasn't been in the media recently. Like, it feels like she went to Bioware just to get publicity.
What does Bioware make again?
They made Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, Dragon Age, and Mass Effect.
Oh, Dragon Age. I used to play... I used to love Dragon Age.
It's one of the few remaining companies EA has not run into the ground. Even then, Mass Effect Andromeda made a lot of people lose respect in BioWare. And their new game, Anthem, is basically their last chance, looks like.
Oh, wow.
So having Anita visit their studio was probably one of the last things they needed.
So why did she visit for?
I don't know. I guess she wanted to promote how BioWare supported working women or something like that. And meanwhile, she goes in there while wearing a necklace that says "Trust no man."
Trust... No.
Trust no man, or so I've heard.
Yay, Schnick, I'm playing Mario Odyssey. I feel really happy.
Arr.
Yeah, it is like a harm.
Alright, friend request has been sent.
Let me figure this out, how to find it.
Oh, look, my clever children. Are you calling yourself I am mean?
Add friend. Friend requests received 1. Vandelia98.
Yep.
God damn it, God damn it.
Did you not have enough characters?
Yeah, nope.
Oh,
My name had enough
You know
characters.
what, fuck this. I need to go on my Switch and I need to add you.
Even though this is like probably the one night I'll be able to play Switch.
Yep.
Until you...
Until I decide to get a job
Until you
and cough
break
up the
down-
money for my own.
Alright, but I need to friend you before it's too late. No, don't give it, don't give it. No, Brain, no, seriously, if you let me friend you, I swear I will... It's too late.
It's too late.
Give it back to your Switch. Give it back to your sister. It's too late. That's why I need to reference that, because it's quotable infinitely.
But really, has Anita even been relevant in a while?
Not really. Like, she's mostly been out of the public eye only when she sparks a controversy, pretty much. Like, her glory days were, like, back in 2012.
Hey, Schnick.
Yeah?
Is it just me, or do I like... I personally like Mario without his hat better.
Yeah?
His hair is more stylish.
Stylish.
I wish there's an outfit that lets Mario just not have a hat.
Rasta 455, another guy who didn't put a me as a profile icon.
I don't even remember what my me looks like, or else I would have put it as that. Nick, become friends.
But yeah, I think last time I think I mentioned this during the Twitch stream, but the last time that I remember her being relevant was in 2015 when she went to the UN to try to get them to talk about her on the internet illegal. Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the UN were probably just smiling and nodding, saying, Don't worry, Anita, we'll make change." And then she leaves, and then now they're not doing nothing.
Yes, the Miiverse was shut down, Sparrow.
Yeah,
Alright,
we did a whole episode about that last year.
I'm so good at that.
now back to Monkey.
So what's it now? Is it called the Switch? Is it the Switchverse?
It's called the Ogre Universe.
Alright, so
You like this, and then
The Ogreverse.
That was not you, my bad.
So
But
what
that was
about
on you.
Bioware? Are they relevant anymore? Anything current?
Well, they made Mass Effect Andromeda, but unfortunately it got pretty mixed reviews and a lot of negative reviews.
Okay.
So Anthem's like their another game they're making called Anthem is basically their last hope. Or else they might go under like how Visceral Games did. Because we all know EA is gonna shut that shit down, no exceptions.
One day I'm just gonna go. One day I'm just gonna go.
Does your brother?
And at that point, like EA's only remaining studio is freaking
Dice.
DICE.
Who's in? We're gonna play Rock Paper
Hey, does
Scissors.
your brother and their friend now they're online right now?
Ready?
What?
Whoever loses.
Huh?
Yeah, 6. Actually,
Me?
ready?
Your brother and his friend.
Online?
Because they're being violent on camera.
Go wait in the living room and count for 30 seconds, okay? Every room in the house.
The stink.
You want to?
In the stinky sewers.
Count for 30 seconds, okay?
Apparently they're playing hide and seek now.
Actually count. Okay, here we go.
I guess.
Damn.
Something.
Oh, I already know this.
Do you guys ever play freeze tag as kids?
I did.
Do you have any strange rules or normal freeze tag?
Mario turned black with soot.
Because apparently there's this version of freeze tag. I watched this Twitch stream talking about it. Apparently there's this version of it where you crawl under people's legs.
What?
What?
That doesn't freeze them. Instead of just tagging them to unfreeze them, you crawl under their legs.
Crawl on their legs? That sounds really gross.
Under their legs.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like trying to. It's like it kind of sounds like freaking a weird version of Twister.
I don't know. Yeah, it sounded weird to me too. I'm like, what? Under people's legs? Sparrow, about you? You ever play freeze tag?
This is my first interaction with a Nintendo Switch. Excuse me.
Shrek on Nintendo Switch.
Nick, what if Shrek Xbox did get a Nintendo Switch port? Would you play it?
Probably. Gotta get that Shrekiness on the go.
Nick, if that did happen this time around, I would fully expect you to try and complete all the race modes.
That would be a nightmare.
Yeah, would. You saw how much pain and torture it put me through.
Funny, I guess. So.
I'm on my Xbox right now.
So
I swear, I'm just waiting for the day you do an endurance test with Shrek on Xbox race mode.
Probably it's gonna happen. I can't guarantee I'll actually finish the race mode, but...
I mean, yeah, that's great. Like, you saw how much trouble it put me through, so I'd almost doubt you'd rage quit.
So what game did you guys play as kids?
Crash.
I mostly played licensed games.
I meant, did you, not games, I mean, like, outside activity games. You're playing...
Well, tag, freeze tag... stuff I would play with Blaze 1776 and his brother was a game called Mutant Baby, where his brother would...
Are you serious, Nick?
Yeah, where basically his little brother would act like a crazy person.
It was terrible at hide and seek. But it was better in tag. At least with that, you could go to a safe place. But tag was free for all. Never freeze. Yeah, I think freeze tag was better than tag, and hide and seek was better than freeze tag.
Mario is like really high right now. He's becoming a frog.
The Mario you're playing, or the Mario that we know?
No, the Mario Odyssey Mario. Oh my God, he says ribbit.
Speaking of high, is there any places near where you live that sell that stuff?
What?
What? Pot, marijuana.
Well, I don't live near one. I don't think. I haven't looked. Man, I probably do.
That's what I was wondering, since you're the first legal state.
Yeah, I am. Although, what use would I have of it? Because I don't plan on using it until I get quite a bit older.
We can't even buy it till 21 anyways. I don't think you can. Like drinking age.
I mean, I'd use it when I was like at least 40, because that's when your brain stops developing.
Like, nothing until now. 40? Really? I thought it was like 25 or 30.
No, it's science says it's 40.
Well, I still have 2 years to go then.
Yay.
Before I start breaking down.
That's bullshit.
I thought I was past my prime.
They love their motion controls in this game, don't they, Schnick?
Yep.
So, and I used to play, I know Stick did too, water guns a lot.
I used to.
Did you have the big giant ones or the small pistol ones?
I had the big old giant ones.
Right, you Nick.
I remember mostly having the little ones. I do not remember ever getting a big one to use. Anytime I did use a big one, I was borrowing it from a friend.
Like the incident at your birthday party?
Yeah, the incident at the birthday party.
What did you say? Please and thank you. Okay.
Flatulent. Oh,
No, it's flatulent fart.
flatulent.
Exactly.
You're going to get now.
This is a cage with play all over.
Yo, what the hell? Funky ball.
This is the cage podcast all over again with background noise.
At least we don't have a little kid cursing.
He's not playing a game, so.
At least not video game.
Video games.
Smash video games. Smash video games.
Alright, I guess we can talk about your movie thing now. It's childhood games or something.
TTwC, how... I want to hear people in the chat's reaction. So, a remake of an old Charles Bronson movie called TTwC came out today. It has Bruce Willis playing Bronson's role. So, the thing about it is, it got slammed big time by critics. They called it unoriginal and not adding anything new to the original. But it seemed like they were mostly slamming it for one other reason. The fact that it came out so close to the high school shooting in Florida. And I don't know. Not to deride from that tragedy, because it is obviously a bad tragedy. And yeah, you can argue they still had the option of delaying the movie and letting things subside a bit. But still, I have to say, is it really the movie's fault?
So is TTwC similar to what happened in Florida, or?
Basically, it's a movie about basically a movie about a family man whose wife is murdered and his daughter is raped to the point where she's scarred for life. And he's freaking traumatized, but he's like traumatized by how broken his family is because of it. And the police end up not doing much to stop the criminals. So he takes matters in his own hands and he becomes a vigilante and he hunts down and kills the criminals that did it.
Did he smash video games?
Smash video games. So, and of course, I think the point of both the original and the remake is like, how far can you take things before it's wrong?
Yeah.
Like, who's right, the vigilante or the cops? They're just trying to dissuade him from doing it.
It depends if the cops doing anything.
I don't know. I haven't seen the original and I haven't seen the remake, but after the whole controversy, I might go see the remake anyway to defy the critics. But
so why is there controversy about a movie?
Well, because you have all the gun law debates and you have the high school shooting. Basically, they're saying, "Oh, why is such a violent movie? It's so simple."
That's the thing. Not that. That's the thing. It's a fiction and reality are two different things.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they are.
Like, that's the thing. Like, calling a movie bad just because it came out at the wrong time, that just kind of sounds unfair.
Yeah, it is unfair, honestly.
Funny thing is, it was supposed to come out in November, but its release got pushed back to today.
Today?
Wasn't there gun shootings in November too? No matter when it comes out, there'll probably be a shooting somewhere.
Exactly. Honestly, way I see it, leave politics out of movies, and then people are going to say, but oh, it tries to bring politics in, not the kind of politics that are going on now.
I just hate politics in general.
Like, I'd say the issues it tries to tackle are, like, I think the director, I mean, I know the director isn't, I know a lot of people aren't fans of the director. The director
Yay!
is Eli Roth, who's mostly known for directing torture porn horror movies.
Torture porn.
God. Really? That's what he's known for?
Well, I know Hostel's basically a torture porn like Saw. And then there's also, he also though I would say the other two movies aren't so much torture porns than they are just gore fests.
I hate gory movies.
Like essentially, one of them was called Cabin Fever, which was about a flesh-eating bacteria disease.
Well, I hate blood. I hate watching blood. So anything of gore is bloody and stuff.
That means you'd hate the Saw movies.
I mean, I thought the Saw movies, well, I think the first one's legitimately a good movie, but the others, the traps are creative, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. But, and then the most recent movie he directed, before this one, was called The Green Inferno, which was basically about, it was basically meant to be satire and how people are like, oh, we need to save all the civilizations and the rainforests, like that kind of support group. They get caught by a bunch of cannibals.
Chomp chomp.
Yeah. So,
although cannibalism is like, it creeps me out and it makes my skin crawl. It's gross.
But yeah, so he directed the Death Wish remake, and it's not a horror movie. I mean, it does have gore aspects because obviously it's a pissed off dad who got his family torn apart, so you can expect that he probably tortured some of the people that did the crime.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, I just feel like I'd have to see it only because it just doesn't feel fair that critics trashed it for issues that are not its fault. It's a dumb action movie. It's a dumb R-rated action movie. Like, is it?
And it just like, I don't know why they would like real life event actions shouldn't be biased like towards your review. You know.
It's like in the 2001 where they edited some stuff out of like Pokemon and Power Rangers after 9/11 happened.
Yeah, well, a lot of stuff got things edited out after 9/11, like Spider-Man 2 on the PS1.
To be fair, it was like one of the first biggest like tragedies, so it kind of shocked almost everyone, you know.
And even then, they did let up on it a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, well, here's the thing: there are times when things don't have,
you know, not necessarily like there are times when it's like not appropriate, you know. But
yeah, but honestly, I just feel like people were bashing this movie too much. Like, I mean, I've heard the movie's not great, but like it's basically your generic man avenges family story,
like John Wick.
Yeah, kind of like John Wick. I mean, it doesn't do anything fancy or special, but you know what? If that's your kind of movie, and I'd imagine you'd like it. In fact, funny thing is, on Rotten Tomatoes, the Rotten Tomatoes score was like at 15%. Last I checked, the audience score was like at 80.
There was this. Speaking of that, of inappropriate times, and you know, and at morning time. I heard this one guy told this joke, you know, about this guy's death on TV, but at the time it was like too soon. It was too soon or something, and people got mad at him about it. This comedian, this comedian told a joke about this other guy's death on TV, and it was too soon. Apparently, it was too soon. And people got mad about the death joke.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know who the comedian was, but I remember the joke. Do you remember?
Oh God.
Okay, here it is. Do you remember the guy named Crocodile Hunter?
The guy that died?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him vaguely. I think I used to watch that TV show with my parents when I was a kid.
Well, apparently he got killed by a stingray.
He got killed by a manta ray.
Yeah, manta ray. And the guy joked, "Man, the crocodiles were so mad that this manta ray guy, not them."
And people got really offended about that.
Because apparently it was soon after his death, I guess.
Oh my god, I'm reading some of the reviews on IMDb about the movie, and some of the people that give it positive reviews acknowledge that, yeah, it might not be the right time to have released the movie. Other people are saying it's the perfect time to release it because it shows exactly what happens when you give weapons to the wrong people.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, it's like, basically, yeah, the crocodiles were so mad because the manta ray got them.
I mean, well... Funny thing is, I think that's what the director intended, to like satirize how people were so apathetic to that kind of violence. Like how I guess what he was trying to go for was the fact that people that once something violent happens, people immediately go to social media and they start making memes out of it, like how people made tasteless memes out of 9/11, out of the Harambe killing.
Well, I mean, I think memes about 9/11 are kind of accepted now.
Doesn't change the fact those are freaking tasteless.
I mean, yeah, they're still tasteless, but they're not viewed as negative as they used for because it doesn't really have that much of a big impact anymore.
It's almost 20 years now. It's almost,
yeah.
Wow, it's almost been 20 years. Jeez.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All I know is, at the end of the day, I don't think it's fair that a movie is getting deride a movie because it's legitimately not because of politics or real life issues that don't directly relate to it.
Oh my god, Schnick, I am controlling a fucking T-Rex.
Oh yeah, that part. I mean, and surprisingly, the chat went silent. They're probably getting a lynch mob outside my house.
What do you want?
Are you streaming?
No.
Oh my god.
Vandelia, do you think so?
Well,
what?
Yeah, actually,
Is
tell me.
someone streaming?
Yeah.
I'm about to die.
I guess technically, I guess you're not streaming.
But you guys are.
Was it lying?
I won't be very soon. I'm gonna be burned at the stake because I didn't agree with the SJWs. They were popular opinions.
So it's the SJWs that were against the movie?
Huh?
You said so it's the SJWs against the movie?
What do you mean SJWs? What?
Oh, God damn it, Snick, pay attention!
This time I'm literally right next to the speaker.
So you said the SJWs are the ones against the movie?
Not necessarily. Basically, everyone feels like it, except for, like, it feels like people in the media are against it, but then people in just the general public are more fine with it, I suppose. Like, maybe they're just going against it because they think it's a scapegoat for the debates. Just like how violent video games are now.
Oh my god, dude. I hate when people are like, video games cause people to kill people.
Oh.
Now
So
movies
stupid.
cause people to kill people.
I know, it's freaking retarded.
Oh, that reminds me of a YouTube clip I saw one time. You guys ever heard of a guy, a YouTube character called Foamy the Scroll?
No.
Really? He's a funny. He's a funny scroll. I first found him on a video platform called what was it called? God damn, I can't remember. It's a video, not you. It's a video. They make flash animation. Newgrounds. You ever heard of Newgrounds?
Newgrounds.
What?
Oh, Sparrow. SJW mob shows up outside. Schnick. This is the part where you run away.
Sparrow. Hey, Sparrow. You ever heard of Newgrounds?
Yeah, I heard of Newgrounds. I got to
it.
see the Steven Seagal show on there.
That's where the Game Grumps began their career.
I used to watch this funny scroll called Foamy. He moved to YouTube later on. Cartoon scroll. Anyways, he made a good point about violent video games and stuff, and how video games cause violence. He says, it says if video games really he said if video games really mess with our brain and cause violence, we'd have a bunch of 30-year-olds jumping on turtles and jumping on turtles and jumping in the sewers to save the princess.
Yeah.
Let's see that people my age jumping on turtles.
That would be really funny if that was an argument, though. Like,
I swear to God,
could you imagine like a fully grown dude like running around trying to jump on people's heads? That would be hilarious.
Or 40-year-olds trying to play Pong.
Pong in real life. No, it's just table tennis, though. Technically, you'd play Pong. What? I don't care.
Actually, no. Actually, I did used to try to play Zelda in real life, hunting for bushes and stuff.
Or are you talking about in your game's rules?
Video game.
Oh,
Smash video game.
Yeah, Smash video game, Schnick. Man, I love this game a lot, Schnick.
Mario Odyssey.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely better than Mario 3D World.
Uh-huh.
Because, I don't know, a lot of Mario purists are saying, oh, we love 3D Worlds, just like the 2D games.
I don't find it nearly as good as those.
I don't know, just something about Mario 3D World and 3D Land just felt generic.
You probably like it a lot better than you liked Mario 2, American Mario 2.
Oh my god, I fucking hate that game.
It's Shrek Xbox bad.
It is overly difficult. Especially on the NES where you don't get unlimited continues.
Or on the VC where you don't have save, or on an actual cartridge where you don't have save states.
So is it better on the All-Stars version then?
Yes, you get infinite continues. It's like, I can't even begin to describe how much better it is on All-Stars because of the infinite continues. I just dropped a T-Rex down the hole on accident. I killed it.
You killed it.
Oh my god, he just killed the disc!
No function.
Oh my god, he just killed the disc.
He's 2D Mario. Yay! That's awesome.
Video games.
Nintendo did a great job with this game, honestly.
I like how they went back to Mario 64
Yeah.
gameplay.
So what video game were your start in this?
My start?
Yeah, in video games.
Crash 1 was the very first video game I played.
Mine was not as impressive. It was VR Powerboat Racing that I fumbled around with, though my first real game given me personally was Elmo's Letter Adventure.
I mean, I wasn't, like, 2-year-old me was not any good at Crash at all. All I did was just, like, run into the first enemy and die, or I would, like, very rarely get around the first enemy and then die in the first hole. But it entertained little old 2-year-old me so much, I just had, like, infinite fun.
You loved torturing Crash. You had your own Crash torture.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Schnick.
Sparrow, surprisingly, Mario wasn't my first video game. It was my first video game I remember playing was Frogger.
Frogger? Arcades?
Atari 2600.
Oh god, even worse.
It's funny because I never played Crash 1 until 2010.
And then again on the Insane Trilogy where it pissed you off.
Yeah, the original. Yeah, I got a real disc of the original game.
You know, I actually had two versions of Mario 1. I had the alone version of Mario 1, and I had the Mario/Duck Hunt version of Mario 1.
I have that one. Ow!
With the Mario Duck Hunt cartridge.
Yeah, I have two of them actually. One of them I'm giving to Adam.
Nice. you have the Mario Duck Hunt Track Meet disc cartridge?
Do not.
Oh, probably the most expensive one that came with. You can play Mario Duck Hunt and run on a track that track thing.
You know, one of the rarest NES games other than the NWC Championships cartridge?
Stadium events.
Family Fun Stadium events. Or I think its entire name is Family Fun Fitness Stadium events. It's really expensive to get a copy of that game.
Yeah.
Especially since it was re-released under a different, modified and put under a different name.
Yeah.
The second game I ever got besides Mario, with Nintendo at least, was Nintendo Back to the Future. I never beat it. Never even get past the first level.
Back to the Future?
Yeah, never get past the first level.
You hate that game.
I could never beat it. I always get stuck in the first level.
And then there's the section where you're running around avoiding obstacles, and it's just really crap, like the AVGN said.
Yeah, that was the first level.
Really?
Yeah. Never got past it. I always died. Oh, then there was this game called, I never could beat either. My friend Hauser beat it one time. He made a video about it, called Ragar.
Rygar?
Yeah, Rygar. Yeah, like he did a walkthrough on it, like, but
A walkthrough even.
But that time I'd given up on it like 20 years before.
You're just like, screw it, I can't do it.
Sparrow's favorite AVGN episode was the Glitch Gremlin episode.
That one was really funny, oh my god.
You know, I had that Rocky game on PS2 and I had to give it away because it didn't work.
Really? So is it just like all of them are like that?
I'm assuming the PS2 version's always like that. Never tried the GameCube or Xbox versions. I'd like to play it because I hear it's a decent boxing game.
Yeah.
Says, yeah, his favorite game glitches with the Gritscum one.
Yeah, that one was really funny.
Do you think glitches are still a thing?
What? Glitches? Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen people during speed runs use glitches to get through things faster. Like glitches in Zelda, how they break through walls or something without breaking through the walls, and then like this one glitch in Pikmin where they get under the water to the next level.
Yeah. Yay, I just beat the big old fat bunny girl with a chain chomp.
What about you, Snick? Do you have any glitch experience?
Yeah, he's had the Cartoon Network invisible wall fiasco, remember?
Yup.
Hell, if you look at my CTR live stream Let's Play Vandalia, you'll actually see I do encounter quite a few glitches in the game.
Then again,
Like
I am going to
falling
play a
through
shitty game real soon, so I'm going to have a ton of glitches.
So am I, Schnick. I'm playing this shitty game.
What kind of glitches are in that?
Who knows?
Are there glitches?
Probably.
Demon Souls.
Dunk Soul.
Oh! It looks like if I did want to get Rocky, don't get it on PS2, because the GameCube and Xbox were... Apparently, the Xbox version's the best one.
My name is Rocky Balboa.
His name is Shrek. He is a flatulent ogre.
My name is Shrek. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
My name is Shrek. I'm gonna fart on you.
You know movies that's from?
No.
By you, Snick.
What?
My name is Shrek. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Is that from Star Wars? What the hell?
No. Anybody in chat know where that's from?
Not a clue.
Sparrow, do you know? It's an old movie. It's an old movie. Yep, it's an old movie. You got it right.
The Princess Bride. Never saw that.
Never even heard of that movie.
Yeah, but his name was, the guy's name was Igno Montano. Yeah, it was a movie from the 80s. It was guest star. Andre the Giant was guest starring in the movie. As a co-star. Now you've probably heard of Andre the Giant.
I
heard
yes.
the name.
Yeah, he was a bad guy / became good guy. Yeah, it starred Fred Savage, the older brother of Ben Savage from Boy Meets World. He was a little kid in that movie.
Stinky Shrek.
Like the early 80s.
Stinky, stupid ogre.
Sparrow likes it too. He recommends it.
Yeah?
Okay.
The Princess's Bride. It's a funny movie. Okay, God. So what do we talk about while we're waiting for Hauser to show Hauser?
Bag of bullshit.
What?
Okay, next topic, bag of bullsnick.
Wah, wah.
God.
Brandon, any other games you think are deserving of the bag of bullshit?
I mean, Shrek is the king of the bag of bullshit, so.
Shrek is the king of the bag of bullshit.
Yeah.
Destroy the damn ogre.
Oh God, this is hard without Mario here keeping everyone on track. I'm not good at this.
Yeah, not to mention he would freaking rant for like an hour so you give us content.
But Mario is that like a thingy-mabobber majigger poop fucker.
Brett, how about this? Should Schnick make a complete series video again? And this time should it be on Shrek Treasure Hunt? Or should it be on the worst RPG ever?
I like
Shrek Treasure Hunt.
I like your holiday I still like my favorite thing is your holiday special.
Well, I already made one of that.
We have more holidays.
Oh my god! Bag of bullshit. Sounds like a game show akin to Nickelodeon slime shows, except they dug up a bag of cow pies on you instead.
Oh my god.
Brandon literally has what he calls the bag of bullshit.
Yes, I do.
Bag of bullshit. Bag of bullshit.
It's where Shrek's resting.
Shrek's final resting place.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god. After you killed Shrek.
You killed Shrek.
You fucker.
You killed Shrek. Prepare to die.
No, Vandelia, what you hear is a violent disc snapping sound, and you hear. Oh my god! He killed the disc.
Oh, I got a better one. It says, "My name is Mickey Mouse. You killed Shrek. Prepare to die."
Oh boy, I'm Mickey.
I'm pretty sure Mickey has no regrets over Shrek's death.
Nope, not one bit. Damn it.
The damn ogre needed to die, huh?
I still want to... we can link. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I still want to see the Mickey Mouse and Drunk Obi-Wan co-op. Let's play.
Drunk Obi-Wan talking to the man himself? Oh. After he bought out all the galaxies?
Disney almost disowned me.
Disney almost disowned you? That's very uncivilized. Why would they disown you?
I used to do that on my Twitch channel, whatever. You play a game with starring Mickey Mouse and Drunk Obi-Wan, the whole game.
What kind of game are we talking? Are we talking about my game? My game where I became a Jedi Master?
Indie game, really. But...
the Jedi Master's work is never done.
So I guess we're waiting. I guess what I'm talking about. If we talk about now, anyways. All right, let's just talk about it, I guess.
Oh, go ahead.
How long are we gonna?
I don't know.
Be waiting.
I have no idea. I was hoping he'd be free by now.
Sorry, I had to compose my thoughts.
Alright.
Did you drink too much again?
Don't tell me I drank too much.
You probably did.
Check his Discord.
God damn it, you goddamn rodent.
How dare you call me a rodent?
You are a rodent. You just happen to run a castle with a cricket that's gonna sprout teeth and destroy my world.
Cooley's here.
Hey, I own your series.
I'm here. I'm here now. Hello, can you guys hear me?
Guys.
Galaxies fuck
Stick,
one
shut
way
up.
or the other.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Alright.
What are you guys doing?
I was doing
damn
a stupid voice.
All right, one person at a time. Somebody speak at once.
We're just
We're
wasting
still doing the damn podcast.
We're just wasting time waiting for you.
Waiting for me? Why are you waiting on me?
I don't know. Because I don't know. Because we can't do anything. Can't keep people on track anymore.
Oh, okay. Well,
Alright.
just gotta have a topic and talk about one topic for a little while, and then move on to another one.
Then they topics less than like 3 minutes that we're talking about. They got distracted.
I think that some of the people who do podcasts probably have a timer up while they're doing it, so they can focus on how long you're talking about one thing. All right, I'll set a timer right now. And we can start talking about whatever you want to talk about. I'm playing this other game that I don't need to listen for.
Cool. All right. So our topic right now is the difference between Twitch live streaming and YouTube live streaming. If one's better than the other one, the similarities and differences.
Okay, well, you start out. I'll hear what you have to say.
All right. Well, I guess. Okay, let's see. I guess there's a big difference. I don't know if it's a difference or not. I used to think there was. I used to do all my live streaming on Twitch, but then I don't like it. Sometimes it seems like I get more viewers on YouTube's live streaming than I do Twitch because I don't have that many followers on Twitch right now. Anyways, I might. Oh.
God.
There's definitely a difference for sure. Two separate things.
Oh, what the hell? Who's in?
Oh, finally Mario's here.
Finally.
Yeah.
All right, so what is your opinion on this subject then? You don't like it?
Hold on.
All right, we'll take a break for a minute while you set everything up.
Okay, about you? Okay, Mario, talk. What's your opinion on YouTube versus Twitch live stream?
Well, basically, put it simply, live streaming on Twitch when you're a beginner sucks because of the simple fact that views, like
Oh wait,
like
hold on,
people viewing.
hold on. All right, wait a second. I'm gonna start a timer. Everybody gets like 10 minutes to talk about one thing. All right, ready, set, go.
So basically,
Or less, 10
Twitch,
minutes or less.
getting viewers on Twitch is entirely based on how many people are streaming whatever game you're trying to stream and how popular said streamers are. The only people that you're most likely going to get are people that are willing to scroll all the way down as far as possible, because you're just going to be on the blank bottom unless you stream like a game that no one is streaming, which even then, unless you already have followers, then you're not really going to get too many people, I'd have to imagine. So because of that, I pretty much just gave up Twitch and decided to move to YouTube. Plus, moving to YouTube is more convenient because I already had a following there, and it's just easier, pretty much.
All right, okay. You got anything else to say? I heard what you said, though. You made an interesting point.
I guess at the time when I was doing it, you could actually save videos and not have to go to Twitch's thing and then click upload and this and that. I don't know what Twitch does now, since it's been years ever since I last used it for streaming, so things might have changed.
I think my videos are saved automatically. I didn't touch anything, but I'm pretty sure they give you the ability to...
Yeah, I always had my videos archived. Yeah, I've always had my videos archived on Twitch, and usually, Hauser doesn't do this, but I usually, if I can, I usually import them to YouTube. So I'm doubly saved.
Well,
okay,
maybe they just added it.
That was about 1 minute and 50 seconds. Who's next? We heard Lamont. We heard MarioTube. What about your friend Schnick?
What do I think about streaming? I basically only use YouTube. The first time I ever used Twitch was when Vandalia asked me to play Metroid on his channel. That's about it. The only time I ever used Twitch, and honestly, I feel like staying on YouTube.
I think he's asking more or less what you think about the two different platforms and whether or not one is superior to the other, or whether...
I mean, I guess Twitch is better if you don't want to deal with YouTube's draconian copyright laws. But at the same time, Twitch is more so for live streaming, whereas YouTube's more for edited stuff. So, I don't know. I guess it just depends on whether or not you want to keep everything in one place, or if you want more... Then again, Twitch is better built for streamers because you got, like, the cheers, subs, and whatnot.
Yeah. The only thing I like about Twitch for live streaming, there are some... At least for rule-wise, Twitch, you have to be either playing games or talking about games. I think that's
no, you don't do that. It's not like that anymore. They got IRL,
changed it.
They got IRL, they got creative.
Cool.
That's not the thing anymore. You can stream yourself taking a poop. And it was like, that's creative.
I mean, you'll probably get banned for that, but...
Because before,
the
rules was you had to either stream games or talk about games. I knew a lot of podcasts that talked about games like Warcraft or whatever, or other games, but in YouTube you can stream whatever. I guess YouTube was more active streaming, but I guess now Twitch has a less. I think now YouTube, if you make money, I think Twitch is more forgiving to make money, because I think now YouTube, if you want the money route, you need 1,000 subscribers and you need like 4,000 hours, but according to Hauser here, you only need 50 followers on Twitch, and like...
well, that's to become an affiliate. They have an affiliate and a partner program. They're different. I mean, I heard what... So is that all Schnick really has to say about that subject? Because
pretty much.
Hear what everybody says first.
Live streaming.
All right, then the other person would be the person I've never met before. That was about 2 minutes. Schnick, who's up? Who was this other person? You might want to introduce me.
I pretty much I hate Twitch.
Well, who are you, first of all? I don't even know who you are.
I'm a YouTube guy. I'm one of their friends.
What's your name?
His YouTube name is XXBreast455.
What do you
Mario likes to call me
What's up
279.
All
And
right.
I just call him Brandon, his real name.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call you
That's what
Brandon.
she
That
calls
sounds
me.
better. All right, Brandon. Nice to meet you. So, what do you think? I didn't hear. Sorry, I was just trying to get your name. What do you think about this? All right, go ahead. I'm timing you.
I just pretty much hate Twitch. Like,
All right,
it
we got
sucks.
a Twitch hater here. We got a Twitch hater.
Just like Discord. Discord can go suck my balls.
Oh my god. Okay, so that all you have to say? That Twitch sucks?
Yeah,
Is that your
pretty
comment
much.
on the subject? Okay, that's a great one.
What about YouTube?
Alright,
You like YouTube better than?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, is there any particular reason why you hate Twitch?
The way you
Yeah.
get views is fucking absolutely retarded.
Can you expand on that a little bit? If it's a little bit more.
Like, you just
to what you're saying.
get buried by the bigger Twitchers, so there's no point.
It's true. There is a different style. Like I hadn't thought about that. It's definitely.
Is that the same with YouTube though? Don't you get buried by bigger people?
I'm not sure how.
Well,
it
not
works with
exactly.
YouTube.
It's slightly different, I guess, because of the search algorithm. I mean, technically you could get buried, I suppose, but I feel as though that on YouTube you have a lot better of a chance to get found, especially if you have your own little followings. Like, even with 100 subs, you still get viewers a lot more easily than on Twitch, in my
And
opinion.
after all, we have recurring chat members.
Mm-hmm. On Twitch, I've never had that, so...
The only problem that I really have with YouTube and live streaming is the chat system, because one thing I liked about Twitch was that you could clear chat, so if you had a lot of spammers, then it wasn't really a big deal once you got rid of them. On YouTube, however, either you have to just deal with the fact that there's just going to be a lot of comments there, or you're going to have to go and have someone or yourself individually delete them one by one, and there's no possible way for you to just mass delete it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's go back to Brandon. I want to make sure he's made his got his word in here edgewise on this subject. Is that all?
Yeah.
You really have to say?
But hey, Brandon.
Pretty much, yeah.
I forget it was Brandon
Okay.
real fast. I forget it was Brandon or Snick. You mentioned the word. I didn't know what it meant before. You said you know if Twitch had some word. I forget what you said earlier. We were talking about. I forget what you said. God, I can't remember now. You said does Twitch have
Monetization or something?
No,
Ads?
not-
Is that what you're doing?
some kind of spam thing, or was it?
Clear
I don't
chat.
No. What did you say, Brandon, before?
I pretty much only said that you get buried in Twitch.
No, before that. No, we were talking before. You asked me something. I didn't know what that word meant.
Is it moderators?
No.
All right. Well, he doesn't know, so let's just move on for the time being. We'll come back to it. So let me say what I have to say because it's my turn now. We all went around.
Yes.
I'm just going to time myself to make sure I don't talk very long. I think that they're both distinctly different. That they both have their upsides and their downsides as far as a platform. I would have to agree for the most part that I like Twitch more than I like YouTube for streaming because that's what we're talking about, streaming, not making videos.
Yeah.
But I only like Twitch better because it seems to have more. It's basically a purely live streaming form, platform. You know, it was made for live streamers. It is started, which is kind of what made live streaming popular. Justin TV kind of kicked it off, and now everybody's trying to do live streaming with what's that one you can do on your phone while you're fucking that really got popular a couple about a year ago. What's that one called? I can't remember. There's a lot of places kind of fell in after
Facebook live streaming.
No, there's another one that a lot of people use. I don't use it. They stream in there while you're walking and shit. You can stream anywhere from your phone.
What's Justin TV the Twitch before it was Twitch?
Mm-hmm. See, it didn't become really popular until Amazon bought them, and then they went, commercial basically. But I just like Twitch better personally because I feel like there's more options for your streamer. You get more. What do I want to say? You get more customization. You can do more with your platform than you can with YouTube.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't know if YouTube has a subscription thing. Do they? They might have added it. I'm not sure.
Subscription.
I think they do now.
Yeah,
I mean, I
sure if they
know
do
that any of your YouTube subscribers will get a notification if you're live streaming.
Well, I'm talking about like money-wise. Is there like a subscription fee like for streamers
maybe.
as far as YouTube goes?
I don't know.
If anyone tried saying something to me, I'm sorry I was silent. I had to leave on short notice for a second.
No. But
All right. That's basically my point. I don't really have much more. I could talk about it for a lot longer, but now that we've all sort of said what we think about it, I guess let's just all kind of have like a hodgepodge here and just sort of everybody can say what they want. It's like a free-for-all now when it comes to this topic. I'm going to time it, though. So that way we don't go crazy.
but
I'm probably just going to stick with YouTube only because I'm more familiar with it.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, I like variety. I wish I like doing on Twitch is one to get more variety of followers, and two to have my videos like if YouTube ever fails, you know, maybe in the future, like when I try to do on VidMe, I try to get my videos in the more locations.
What's wrong with doing both? I mean, I think that you could just do both.
That's what I know.
Like, why
I mean, I don't mind helping Vandalia on Twitch as long as the Twitch streams get uploaded to his YouTube channel too.
Yeah, they probably will.
I think that the big reason there's such a dislike for both of them, or like a difference between the two of them, is because YouTube was a platform before Twitch was even around, even became like really popular, you know.
Maybe.
And so, like, you got all these people who have been YouTubers for a long time and had somewhat, you know, success, and then everybody wants to try using Twitch, and they're just like feeling a little bit like shit kind of moved a little bit. You know, you got to kind of get with the times and do something else.
Of course,
that's why there's such a.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I guess for a long time, YouTube wasn't even in the live streaming business. It wasn't until Google Hangouts came around that they started live streaming, I think. And even,
Google own YouTube?
Yeah, Google still owns YouTube. Yeah, Google owns YouTube now.
Well, they've owned them since near the beginning.
They tried to Google Hangouts, and that.
I remember they bought it from these like two people. Wasn't it like two guys who own YouTube?
Well, there were
like
three people
Asian?
that founded YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me and Snick used to Google Hangout all the time with everything.
Yeah, we did for the older recordings of crap.
And yeah, that was the version of live streaming until YouTube live streaming became a thing. They dropped Google Hangouts. But
well, I do agree with you that the way that Twitch has their setup where like people who have lower viewers get pushed to the bottom is kind of lame. I don't really like that myself, but I don't know that there's anything you can really do to fix that. What would your solution be to stop that?
Well, to be honest, I think it would be a fairly simple solution. Add a filter option where you can filter between popular people, unpopular people, and you can even go in deaf if you wanted.
But which one does it automatically go to when you enter Twitch? Like, which one does it automatically go? Does it go to the filtered one or the non-filtered version of it? Like the.
What do you mean?
So for like a new user who would come to Twitch, is it going to show? And they're looking at streams. Is it going to show them the popular ones first, or is it going to just show randomness? Or which one does it automatically set on if you show up there?
The most popular.
And then you have to switch it manually, is what you're saying?
I don't know if there's a manual switch.
Well, no, I'm talking about MarioTube. He's saying he wants it to be switched so that you can put like a manual, switch it to.
How would they do that though?
Because they would do it because, well, otherwise you'd have to scroll to the bottom just to get to the lower tier people, let's say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I hit browse and there's multiple options now. They got games and communities. Wow. Creative communities and channels, and then they've got platforms, Xbox One and
Wait, they don't
PlayStation
just
4.
go. Wait, so you hit browse and it just doesn't go straight to the games list anymore?
It doesn't for me. It used to, like about 5 months ago, they switched it to where it brings up like all the games first, and then you have to switch to channels, and then you can't really sort it anymore. It's just basically by channels, all by views. I think it's different. Like on their iPad, it's different. I don't know. On my iPad, it's got a different setup to where how you search. What the fuck? Why don't you
Oh, wait a second. Oh, wow, would you look at that? So, I'm just getting on Twitch again, and now they have a sort by popularity and relevancy, whatever relevancy means. Relevant as in, like, the games are relevant, or...
Most recent? I don't know.
Relevancy, a lot of times, has to do with what you like. So, you know how the computer keeps track of what you like with, like, an algorithm that follows your every move? Relevancy just means, like, what you've clicked previously in the past, basically, or what you're used to.
If that's the case, how come it's bringing up games I don't even watch? In fact, IRL is like...
in a while, I don't know.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'd imagine it'd keep record of what you have, unless it's like, oh...
I'm not necessarily sure that's what it is. That's what I thought.
Like, a lot of the games I'm looking at right now, I don't even play, like Overwatch, League of Legends, Fortnite, Hearthstone, Dota 2, and so on. I am not seeing any, like, Nintendo stuff, which is what I would have watched.
I'd be interested to find out, like, statistically, which platform has more people using their live streaming feature than the other. That's probably Twitch, realistically, if I had to guess. I could be wrong, though.
I mean, it is a pretty fair guess, because you can see the amount of people that are watching different games and, you know, all the streams compared to what you can see on YouTube. I guess it's just laid out differently, where you can see there's more popularity, or maybe that's just a ruse. I'm not sure.
YouTube just has, like, this huge base of, like, followers that I don't know. They're both equally popular. I just, I prefer Twitch for some reason. I don't know why.
I think Twitch recently got this new thing.
I do know why, a little bit.
Where you can add intros and outros to your live stream, I think. It's one guy watches on Twitch, Setly Impressive, installed an intro and outro button. I don't know how you do it, though, but I think it's a new thing.
Well, a lot of people just make an outro in a video and then play it on their fucking screen at the end of the night. And the same thing with an intro. That's what I do. Or, well, I don't do that, but I assume that's what they do.
Man, they really changed Twitch. like I'm looking at this and I see food as a category. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that one's funny. I troll people in that one sometimes and just go in there and look.
Yeah, I do.
Also, like the hosting thing. Do they have a hosting feature on YouTube?
I don't think so.
No, they do not.
Which is pretty neat.
I like the bits things on Twitch. I think that you can give people money by doing bits, but you don't have to pay money. You can watch a video and get bits that way for free. And
yeah, the bits thing's pretty new.
What even are bits? I never understood that.
Bits are basically money you donate. Freaking DSP's always asking for bits.
But yeah, you don't have.
You can get it. You can turn it into real money somehow. I don't know how, but
yeah, but I like it because you can either buy bits for real money, you know, or you can. That's what I do. I don't have any money to spend. I watch videos on there and get bits that way for free, and I can give them to people. But I can't give them because I can only give them people that have a subscribe button. I can't give them any bits to Hauser here because.
Well, once you, I was reading it. I mean, I can't put it in Skype because I'm on my phone. I don't really use Skype on my computer, but there's a whole page that shows you all the perks to being an affiliate, and I think one of them is that you get the subscriber button. The other one is that you get the ability to take donations, I think, from the bits. The bits is a currency. It's like an electric currency that Twitch made up to be able to. I don't really know much about it. I've never used it. But like Lamont said, you can watch videos and get bits for free. So it's like...
What's the difference between between an affiliate and a partner?
I don't know yet. I really don't know. I've only touched the surface on it. But I would have to guess that partners get perks or something of some sort. I don't know.
From what you told...
you get more emotes. You get more emotes in your chat. I know that much.
Yeah, from what you told me, it's easier to become a partner on Twitch than it seems on YouTube now. It seems like YouTube's making it harder and harder to make a partner on there.
What's YouTube? Don't you have to have 1,000 subscribers to be a partner on YouTube?
1,000 subscribers, at 4,000 watched hours per year.
Yeah.
It's funny, Vandalia has the subscribers, but not the watch hours. I have the watch hours, but not the subscribers.
Wow.
I don't think I'm neither, nor do I really care.
Yeah, I'm not trying to. I've never wanted to make money from YouTube. Never really felt like YouTube was an outlet for money. But what is it that you get because you become a partner? Do you know? I don't really know.
What for?
Basically everything that you had before the Logan Paul shit went down.
What do you get when you have the 1,000 subs in the 5?
People. Well, I guess you get basically all this. You get advertisers on your channel, unless your channel like I think I would. 'Cause I talk about controversial stuff. You have to be a family friendly channel. Not talking any controversy at all for money on YouTube nowadays. Really, I think.
Or you could cheap out and take the Finger family route.
Oh no. Well, they've been cracking down on that for a while now. So
yeah.
Last year, there's something called on YouTube. There's something called They call it the adpocalypse, where all these advertisers were pulling out of YouTube because people were talking about SJWs and all that other stuff. They didn't like it.
Well, yeah, I remember the adpocalypse. I watched a lot of it as far as the drama involving it, but I don't really care about it, to be honest, because I don't really care about making money off YouTube. So
exactly.
YouTube was just always a hobby for me, and that's
really.
That's
even
all I ever thought of it as.
Even though I had advertisements for the, I probably only make like 2 pennies or whatever. Nothing controversial. Like
yeah, if I had like 1 million subscribers, I might think about it, but I'm never gonna reach that point, so it's not.
But I think most of the main people on YouTube now don't use ad anymore. They probably use Patreon for making their money.
Yeah, they do, because it's a third party. Again, it's a third party fucking developer that comes up with a better solution than what the first party's offering, which is I think what Twitch was in the first place, because a lot of people on YouTube wanted to stream. And they were like, well, let's go over to Justin TV and stream, And I'm sure there'll be more people in the future who will be like, well, Twitch sucks. Let's come up with our own shit.
You remember a platform called Ustream? Ustream?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I made a video about that one.
Never used it.
I mean, one time, like 10 years ago, I said, if I ever get 500 subscribers, I'll make a Ustream video. Then by the time I reached that, Ustream was pretty much dead. But... Oh, and there's also I think Mario uses what do you use, Mario? Streamlabs or Stream Tips?
For my donations?
Yeah.
Streamlabs.
Well, I used to use Stream Tip, and then I guess I decided to switch a thing because I guess I just wanted something different. So I switched to Streamlabs, and now I can actually update the alerts easier. Mainly because they have a subscriber alert, and when I mean subscriber, I mean just, YouTube subscribe, not subscribe pay.
But didn't that cost you, was that the one that cost you 80 cents?
No. You're talking about donations.
Yeah.
Because when someone donates, I have to pay a fee automatically. It's like about $1, I think. Not really sure. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but yeah.
yeah, I think YouTube videos, Twitch. I think off topic of live stream really fast. I think recently Twitch started doing regular videos too.
They've always had regular videos, though, unless you mean like allowed you to upload regular videos instead of having to stream first.
Like upload. Like they were in beta last year. I uploaded some of my KX videos on their beta form. Like a beta thing.
To be honest, I don't really see what the point is, because, I mean, what is Twitch trying to become more and more like YouTube or something? Like, I've noticed that Twitch seems to try and be more of a social platform than ever. Especially with it's been a while. I can't even remember what the program was, but there was a program that I had to download because I was trying to talk to someone I met on Twitch, and we couldn't use Discord because it was being stupid at the time, so we tried this one program, and before I knew it, the program was renamed to Twitch. And it's like, why? It's weird. It is really weird.
Yeah, I think Twitch recently combined with. I think didn't Twitch combine with Curse recently?
With what?
Curse.
Oh, that was what it was called. That's what I was talking about.
Because I used to use Curse for, like when I used to play with Hauser here. We used to play Warcraft, and Curse has a lot of add-ons you can use for Warcraft, and now I think they combine them together. Like,
yeah, now it's just literally Twitch. It's weird. I don't know why they just couldn't keep the name Curse.
Oh.
Wait, what the hell?
So, in other words, it was a video call platform like Skype, except now you watch Twitch streams on it as well with the new name.
Curse was a program I used for World of Warcraft to download add-ons. That's what I remember it as.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I've only known it as a social a video call platform.
Because we used to get add-ons from there all the time. For just like I used to go there and download. What is it like? I don't know, like all my add-ons when I played World of Warcraft, like all my UI options and all my banking options and shit. So,
yeah.
Overall, I think they're both just different. They're vastly different. I don't know that one's superior than the other, but I think that they both just have their ups and downs.
You remember a few years ago when YouTube tried to buy Twitch or something? Didn't they?
I don't remember that.
I think there was a point where they were trying to buy Twitch, but then Amazon beat them to it.
Right.
Yeah. I think if you have I think I mentioned this on the stream, but I think if you have a Amazon Prime, you can get one sub to somebody for free without paying for it.
Yeah, Amazon owns Twitch, so they're all about cross-platform promotion and shit like that. So,
but like I said, I do like the fact that you can if you want to, you can upload your Twitch streams to YouTube.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Chris, I don't think Hauser here likes doing that much.
No, me personally, I don't see the need to do it, but that's just me.
Alright,
so guys, we've been talking for 17 minutes now about this topic. Let's just stop it there.
Any final words?
Reset it and do final thoughts like Lamont's saying right now.
Nah.
I don't have much else to say. I kind of said it all.
Alright, what about you, Mario? Any final thoughts about all our topics today?
To sum up, basically, YouTube is mostly more convenient than Twitch because Twitch has complicated things. Like, it's difficult to get to your stream key compared to YouTube, where you just scroll down and then, oh, there it is. Same thing for settings and some other stuff.
Well, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, I don't really have much else to say about it. I personally just like Twitch more. There's multiple reasons why, but I mean, it's all kind of personal reasons. I don't think that it makes any big deal whether one person or another person does or doesn't like it. I think they're both good, actually. I've always wanted to try doing some YouTube. I've always been curious to see if people from my YouTube channel who have subscribed to me would actually watch, but I have a feeling they wouldn't. I mean, it's unlikely. I have like 500 subscribers or what. I don't think anybody's gonna. I don't think you'd get even like 2 of them who would watch. Maybe.
Yeah, I think some people are like either they're Twitch watchers or YouTube watchers. Some people like me or both, but some people I guess inside.
I'm both. I do both all the time.
Yeah, me too.
It was good talking to you guys. It was nice to meet you, Brandon. You guys have a good night. I'm going to go do something. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Maybe game or maybe make some food, but I'm out of here.
All right.
Later, Snick. Later, Bar. Later.
Bye.
So my next topic was, what do you think about canceling movies or stuff because of tragedies and stuff?
Canceling movies because of tragedies?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's referring to my topic from earlier.
Like tragedies as in like life emergencies or?
No, well, to briefly summarize the topic, a violent action movie called Death Wish came out in theaters today, and the critics bashed it, not necessarily because of the movie itself. I mean, well, from what I've heard, the movie's not great, but it doesn't deserve 15% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'll tell you that much. From what I understand, critics are being so harsh on it because of it was released only a couple of weeks after that high school shooting in Florida.
Wow.
Like,
Well,
what do you think about that?
Well, personally, those critics don't know what the fuck they're talking about because... Okay, so do you really think that a fucking studio is just going to suddenly cancel a movie when it's right about to release after a fucking tragedy happens? No, I don't really think so. Because why would they put in the fucking money and effort to make a movie and then complete it, only to then cancel it right before they're about to release just because of some one little thing? Well, okay, it's not little, but I mean, still.
I mean, Mario...
That's kind of bullshit, in my opinion. Like, you're not just gonna do that when it's complete. Are you fucking serious?
What's funny is that I'm actually gonna go... I actually think I might see the movie tomorrow just to give the finger to the critics, but, thing is, only once has a movie been suddenly pulled from theaters because of stuff like that. That was a movie called The Interview, and the only reason why that movie got pulled was because there were literal terrorist threats made towards theaters that would show the movie.
That the Korea thing?
Jesus,
the Korean
really?
thing?
Well, yeah, it was the North Korean thing. And the thing is, after the movie was pulled, a lot of people, including the people who made the movie, a lot of celebrities that supported the movie, and even President Obama were saying, it's okay, release it. And they put it straight to Netflix after that.
Wow.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, that was the only time a movie's release was canceled due to real-life events. But yeah, calling a movie bad just because of real life, that doesn't really seem fair, you know?
It isn't fair. It's bullshit.
I mean, like I said, I've heard I've heard the movie's not original, it's not inventive, and overall it's not that great, but it being considered one of the worst movies ever, I don't think that's right.
Yeah, the fucking critics on Rotten Tomatoes need to leave it to the actual fucking professionals who know how making a movie can work, even to an extent like me. Like,
if you actually went to look at the Rotten Tomatoes score, you notice that the critic reviews are at 15%, audience scores are at 84%.
See, even the fucking audience knows what the hell they're talking about.
I guess
seriously.
And audiences do know what they like and what they don't like, because a Clint Eastwood movie I wanted to see called The 1517 to Paris, it got trashed by critics just for being a snooze fest. And sure enough, audiences didn't like it either.
Yeah, other topic we talked about briefly was Anita Sarkeesian at Bioware.
I've heard vaguely about that.
Yeah,
all
basically...
I know is... Oh, sorry.
Well, go on.
All I know is basically Anita visited BioWare studio and something about the developers not liking that, along with a lot of other people. That's all I know.
She went in there proudly displaying a necklace that read "Never Trust Men" or something like that.
Was she kicked out?
No. In fact, she did a group photo. In fact, she even did a group photo with saying, "Oh, it was lovely to visit BioWare and they're strong women." And the funny thing is, there were men in the picture too, but it looked like they were faking their smiles. And reports afterward from, I think, men and women alike noted they were uncomfortable with her being there.
See, here's my problem with fucking people like Anita. So, when it comes to racism, it's a big fucking deal. But then when it comes to sexism, nobody seems to fucking care.
No, they only care when it's women being discriminated. Men deserve it because they're evil.
But here's the thing, though. Like, actually, you know what? Now I think about it, do white people really care that much if black people are racist towards whites? Like, do people make a big deal when that happens?
They should, but they don't. Because all sorts of racism and sexism are bad.
So, okay, so therefore, we have double standards in society. And we've had them for a long time, and nobody seemed to really notice. Or at least I didn't see anybody take notice, and I just fucking realized that. Holy shit. Wow.
Well, people like Anita and other people, SJWs, if you're white, you're automatically a racist. If you're a male, you're automatically a sexist. If you're straight, you're automatically a gay hater or transphobic.
See, I kind of had that happen to me last year, but...
See, what the fuck is up with this double standard bullshit? That is fucked. Like, you say the N-word towards a black guy, then it's like you're gonna be fucking murdered. But when a fucking black person says a racial slur towards a white person, like, oh, you're a fucking cracker, then does anybody really care at that point? Apparently not. And same thing goes for sexism. Oh, when it's towards women, it's a fucking sin against humanity. But then when it comes towards men, nobody fucking cares. Probably because there's like the whole big fucking picture of men and how strong they are and how they have no emotions. Like, what the fuck,
That's
dude?
not true. We have emotions.
Yeah, have you ever seen us as fucking kids?
I mean, you need to go see Boogie2988's speech at VidCon and how he noted that women's rights is actually more like humans' rights. And he got applauded, but Anita, being the bitch she is, didn't even listen to his speech. She literally was texting on her phone, not even looking him in the eye. And afterwards, she brought him behind stage and called him fucking stupid.
Wait, what was he speeching about?
Basically, it was a panel about bullying, and he noted how women's rights should be known as humans' rights, since both men and women alike get bullied.
So he made a point that women's rights should be called human rights?
Because it's like pushing for real gender equality.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Yeah, and Anita, quote-unquote, called him fucking stupid for saying that. And he was actually crying. He went on a YouTube video begging for forgiveness, even though everyone in the chat was saying, don't forgive her, she's a bitch.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I actually remember something about Boogie2988 crying about that. I don't think I really... Well, either I didn't know the context too well, or I did know what the context was, but then I forgot about it over time.
Yeah, other than that, we talked about Snick being an asshole at a water park. And
oh, you need to rewatch that.
And then we talked about did you ever play tag or freeze tag or hide and seek as kids and water guns?
We did. Or I did, I should say.
Oh my god.
And then we talked about what our first video games were. Mine was Frogger.
Oh.
What's your first video game?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know why, but for some reason my fucking mom keeps saying that my first game... Well, I don't know if she said it was my first game I played or if it was the first game I beat, but she keeps saying how the first game I beat was Chicken Little on the PS2, and I'm just thinking to myself, that can't be fucking right. Like, why would I beat that game out of all the games I would have at that time first, and not any of the others? I'd like to think that my first game was New Super Mario Bros. On the DS. Though technically it could have gone even further back than that, because I vaguely remember playing Super Mario Bros. 3 when I was little, at some place. I can't really describe what it was, but it was some place, and there was an NES setup, and I was playing Super Mario Brothers 3. And I fucking remember how I had to hold B and A to fly in my raccoon form, but then when I later played it again years later, I had to fucking tap it, and it's like, wait, I have to tap it? Excuse me? So that was a weird thing to switch to, but I guess I managed.
Goodbye. 1 minute.
But yeah, I like to think the first game that I beat was New Super Mario Brothers. I mean, it just feels like it makes more sense to me.
Okay, and if you want to talk about, we talked about in the random chat. So you said something about substitute or something, in we were talking about in the chat, and something called the beacon. Or was that Sparrow's thing?
Are you talking about me?
Yeah, you and Sparrow were talking in the Discord chat.
Oh. Was it in the Enjoy the Randomness chat?
Yeah.
Oh, that chat. Okay, so we were pretty much just... That discussion was pretty much us just saying our stories, I guess, like our little stories. Apparently Sparrow had it worse than I did, but school is pretty bad overall, so everyone gets it bad. But Sparrow apparently got it worse because some fucking bullshit happened. I'm not really sure how, but he apparently went to some fucking school that's even worse than normal typical schools, and every fucking teacher was just a fucking bastard.
Yeah, apparently you've had problems with...
I'm sorry, I don't really remember much.
Yeah, I'm reading it right now. Apparently I never really had problems with substitutes that much, but apparently you substitutes hated you, or...
I fucking... Okay, throughout elementary and middle school, I fucking always hated substitutes, because literally almost every substitute I've ever had, they were a fucking bitch. There were only rare occasions where there was an actual genuine substitute that was nice.
Wow.
Like, it was fucking ridiculous how many substitutes that were being bitches. Like, wow, do you really not like your job? If that's the case, then there's the fucking door. Get the fuck out and go to a Burger King. And that's being nice.
What about you, Snick? You ever had subs?
Nick went to the bathroom.
Oh, that's right. I thought he was back by now. Yeah, I don't know. I had this one sub that followed us around in school. She was a kindergarten teacher when we were in school. Then she quit being a full-time teacher and became a substitute teacher. I don't remember liking her that much as a normal teacher, but I guess she was a sub. She was good in small doses. And usually when subs happen, we usually just watch a movie or something, or a video. Usually the subs never did any real teaching that much. Usually did activities with them. What you know,
this is... Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Who wants to go first?
Brandon, you want to go first?
About?
Subs?
I have returned.
About substitute teachers?
Yeah.
I mean, I've had some real jerks, but most of them are good.
So you're saying, Mario?
So, fuck. I forgot what I was gonna say. God damn it.
Okay, so they give opinion on substitute teachers?
Substitute teachers, they should at least have a basic idea of what the subject is, because in Spanish class in 7th grade, I kept getting teachers that didn't know a lick of Spanish, and it resulted in me not being able to do my homework.
Yeah, why do teachers have... What do they put teachers in subjects that they know nothing about?
Exactly.
Because they're stupid, I guess.
Be like,
Well, I did remember what I was going to say.
okay.
So, I fear for this one person in particular that I've seen because this one person comes in my history class every Friday, and apparently he's learning how to be a teacher. And I fucking swear to God, like, I seriously fear for this person because, one, he looks like a kid, so I guess he's getting extra experience or something. What I mean by kid is looks around my age.
Okay, like a student teacher.
What do you mean? Like learning to become a student teacher, or what?
Yeah, like somebody in college they're like interning or something at the school.
I'm pretty sure that's what's going on with this situation, yeah. But he's learning to be like an actual teacher, but he's just not there yet. And I know this for a fact because, one, he doesn't seem to really talk too much, which is a huge fucking problem if you're going to be a teacher because, well, they talk a lot because there's a lot to say because you're fucking teaching. So if you're not going to say much, then you're already going down the wrong path. Second, I tried getting help, and I could already fucking guess that, oh, this person that's here isn't really going to help me, so I'm going to try and get the actual teacher and have her help me instead, because I know that she'll actually get me through this. And instead, both of those people were in not favorable positions, and the teacher was at the wrong place at the wrong time, and the other person was at the wrong place at the right time. So instead of getting the actual teacher, I actually got the student teacher. So I figured, okay, well, if this is what I'm getting, then let's see where this goes. Maybe I'm wrong. So basically, the question is trying to ask me a cause and effect of a picture that I was given, and the picture was something that had to do with imperialism. And the whole point was I was supposed to take a picture, and then I was supposed to use that picture to determine what part of imperialism it correlated to with our notes. And I chose the Berlin Conference. So the question was asking what are the cause and effect of imperialism, not what are the cause and effect of your picture. So because of that, I'm just sitting there thinking, what the fuck question is this? What am I supposed to do? So I asked the student teacher that, and he's like, oh, maybe you can talk about the cause and effect of these, I don't know what word he used, but
oh my god.
There was like 3 different states represented as people: Germany, Britain, and France. And he's like, oh, you can describe one of these states and how their cause or effect of taking colonies. Because the whole point of the picture within imperialism was Germany, Britain, and France were taking over colonies that were easy to take over because they wanted more land, basically. That's the short version of it, pretty much, and that's actually all I know, really. So, actually, I don't really think there's much else to it. They just took colonies. I mean, there's some other details, but that's not important. But yeah, he was literally saying, oh, just write about the cause and effect of them taking the states. And it's like, okay, so all I could really say for the cause would be they wanted more land, but that's too easy, and I doubt that's what the teacher wants in the first place. And as for the effect, it doesn't really make sense to answer the effect, in my opinion. So basically, the student teacher's help was completely fucking worthless, and I don't really know if that's necessarily his fault because, he might not know exactly what the intentions were of the question. But, of course, as expected, the main teacher actually helped me a lot more by explaining what I was supposed to be answering. And the question was so badly worded that I literally had to tell the teacher, by the way, I think it should be asking this, not what are the cause and effect of imperialism, because the question is literally asking the cause and effect of imperialism itself and not the actual picture, which is what's supposed to be questioned. And my teacher was like, okay, I'll take that into consideration. And when she said it, she didn't really sound like she was actually going to take it into consideration. It sounded like she was just more likely saying it to try and, just get on with it or something. So it was almost as though that she was saying it as though I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. It's like, okay, whatever. But yeah, the whole student-teacher thing with this one person just doesn't seem like he's going to turn out to be a very good teacher at the moment because of the fact that he doesn't really talk. He seems like he's shy, but is trying to fight the shyness, and it's just kind of not up there, really.
It makes me wonder if I would have been a good teacher if I had followed through with my dream being a teacher.
I think I might have been able to be a good... Or not been able, I don't know why I said it that way, but I think I might be a good teacher when it comes to video work because I actually am knowledgeable in that area. When it comes to After Effects, that's where I can't really do anything about, but...
So maybe you can teach me how to use Premiere Pro then.
Good luck with that.
But then I lose a paycheck, no shame.
Well, I kind of do, so...
Ow.
Baby kisses.
So, what about you, Snick? Any final words about substitutes?
I guess it all depends. I think what Mario was talking about was a student teacher.
Yeah.
Because I've had a couple of basically student teachers temporarily take the place of your normal teacher with the normal teacher supervising, and they basically do that so that they can become real teachers. In fact, the first student teacher I had was an English teacher in 7th grade. He came in while my normal teacher supervised. He eventually became an English teacher at my high school, and he was one of my sister's favorites.
You want to know what my student teachers do?
What?
Unless it's absolutely required, they just fucking sit in a chair and pretty much do almost nothing. Maybe sometimes just walk over and look over people's shoulders, as if you're doing something wrong or whatever. And that's pretty much about it. The student teacher that I'm referring to, all he really did was walking around and looking over people's shoulders like they're doing something wrong, and reading directions when the teacher instructed, and tried helping people, and that's really about all he did. He didn't really do much of anything else.
Sounds weird.
And then, actually, there's also, I don't know if it's a teacher assistant, or no, a student assistant, or a student teacher. I'm not really sure, but all this other person in my theater class does is pretty much the same thing, except not even, actually, no, okay, I take that back. Not the same thing. What she does is she sits in a chair, looks at her phone, and that's pretty much about it. When she is needed, all she'll really do is just temporarily fill in for the teacher when it's absolutely necessary, but she won't be a substitute, because we still have substitutes if the teacher isn't there for the day. But otherwise, she'll fill in the role of a teacher. So it's almost as though the actual teacher is in two different places at the same time.
I'm glad I take one because I never had one.
Well, I don't know why, but I always find it cringy whenever there's a student being a teacher. Is that weird?
I mean, well, that's the exact way to get trained. I mean, getting real-world experience, like, think of it maybe like an internship. But what I was going to bring up was a student teacher who began student teaching in my math class. She got her iPad stolen, and this was when the iPad was...
Yeah.
And she got so desperate, and the thing, I didn't even know about the theft until like a day after because I was on a field trip, so I wasn't even in class when it disappeared. So, she went as far as giving $1,000 reward, like a $100 to like a $200 reward to get the iPad back. None of the kids tracked.
Yeah. I remember my student teacher, it was 7th grade too, but it was my history class. It was like, let's see, 92,
He knows it's food time.
yeah, 92, 93, it was 92, 93. It was probably fall of 92, spring of 93. Around that time, I had the, I think it was, no, it was 8th grade, 9th through 94. 8th grade, I had my student teacher in history class. I don't remember much about him that much. Because that was 50 years ago at this point. Seems like. But yeah, alright. So, any final words about anything? Any final words about anything?
Nope.
I did want to say that Sparrow's comment about my mom saying, "Get over here," and throwing a spear out of her hand and pulling me. I didn't realize it at first, even though I should have. It was a Mortal Kombat reference.
It was?
Yeah, Scorpion throwing a spear at his enemy. Get over here!
Oh, yeah, it is.
Let's think of a chat. Mario, have you ever seen The Princess Bride?
The Princess... Oh, yeah, that movie. I like that movie.
Oh, wow, you have.
I've seen it more than once, actually. I mean, I don't own the movie or anything.
Nor heard of it.
These two never heard of it before.
Ironically, I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
You gotta watch it. It is fucking amazing. Like, it's pretty fucking creative. Even the DVD case is actually creative because you can read the title correctly regardless if you're holding it upside right or upside down.
Upside right?
Isn't that what it is? Upside right?
Right side up.
Oh. Shit.
And just like how Shrek was ogre soup.
But I think that's right.
Oh, wait. Before anyone says anything else, Schnick, I found a contender to Shrek burping. You wanna know who?
Oh.
I think the actor is Jim Carrey, but Jim Carrey as the Cat in the Hat.
Oh, God.
Because my math class watched that movie today, and of course they played my most fucking favorite scene in the entire movie, the cupcake scene. Where they fucking make the cupcake. Oh my god, that scene is so fucking good. Oh my god.
That was Mike Myers. It was Mike Myers, the guy who plays Shrekky.
Wait, the actor is Mike Myers?
Yep. Jim Carrey, you're thinking of the Grinch.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that's weird.
So Mike Myers.
Well, I guess Jim Carrey could also be another contender too.
Isn't that good, Brandon?
What?
Mario's saying, I found someone who can burp like Shrek. Jim Carrey is the Cat in the Hat, and I had to remind him it's actually Mike Myers who played him. The voice of
Mike Myers.
I could have sworn though I heard someone in the class say Jim Carrey's Cat in the Hat, so I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that's the actor.
I didn't want my face to be pointed at it in the entire time, so I just pointed it at the Switch.
GG.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you gotta.
So Shrekky is everywhere.
You got. By the way, you gotta befriend Brandon while he still has a Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a Switch finally. God.
Don't assume. Don't assume.
What do you mean? Don't assume. What are you talking about?
I think I own the Switch, but I don't.
So why do you
God,
fucking
I didn't
have
lose
one?
count.
Because my sister came over and brought her Switch, and she's letting me play Mario Odyssey.
Oh.
I don't have the camera pointed at you right now.
But
I see that. It's
Were you complaining about the Joy-Cons the entire time?
No, I mean Mario Odyssey doesn't really use the camera joystick too much.
before we wrap it up, bring it back to substitute teachers. I think the first time I ever saw Princess Bride was during a substitute visit.
Wow.
But anyways, wrapping it up.
You have work tomorrow? Well, that sucks.
Okay, wrapping it up. Princess Bride's a good movie. Go check it out. Anita's still a bitch. Don't make whatever you do, live streaming, Twitch or YouTube. Just pick what you like. Don't cancel movies because of tragedies unless it's a really bad tragedy.
Vandy, can I add one more thing to that real quick?
Yeah, sure.
So I mentioned the movie was delayed from its original November release date. I don't know. I read a user review on Rotten Tomatoes that was a lot. I read a user review on Rotten Tomatoes that was a lot more positive. Not great, but not scathing. Like it was like mixed bag. Supposedly, according to this review, the reason why the movie got delayed from its November release date was because of the Las Vegas shooting.
Well,
and I guess they figured, another mass shooting conveniently happened. Well, if we don't release it, it's never going to get released. In fact, the reviewer brought up a good point. Violent movies, if you went by the media SJW logic, technically there's never an appropriate time to release them. So people that don't like that kind of movie, they're not going to see it. So I guess don't worry about it.
And finally, don't go to amusement parks with Snick. And I guess Brandon's going to find that out.
Elementary school Schnick. He was thinking of shitty RPG scenarios in the goddamn shit.
And Brandon's going to find that. Brandon's going to find that out in June when he goes to amusement parks.
By the way, Mario. I'm going to say this once. I'm going to repeat it a bunch of times. You're playing shitty RPG on my birthday.
When?
March 29th.
Fuck.
And with that,
I might not be available March 29th, so if not March 29th, March 30th.
Damn it.
Yeah, and Brandon's gonna find out how Snick is gonna be like with him and his keys. And with that, find that thing. There it is. Never stop learning and enjoy the randomness. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye bye.
Super Mario says goodbye.
Baby's kisses. Oh, and join me on my channel for a stream.